The applause still echoed when she said it. My real dad is walking me down the aisle, not you. It took a moment for her words to settle, like glass dust floating in a sunbeam. Everyone was smiling, cameras flashing. My ex-wife stood in the front row, tears glistening for the man beside her, the new husband, the real father. I felt the air leave my chest in slow motion. 15 years of scraped knees, homework, birthdays, dissolved in a sentence rehearsed to wound. I didn't stay for the ceremony. I left quietly, before the first dance, before my name could be whispered like a ghost. When I got home, an unmarked package waited on my porch. No return address, my name written in her handwriting, small, precise. Inside, her old diary, the one with the broken lock and pink corners she used to carry everywhere. And a note, "Dad, read page 47 before you judge me." I sat in the dark, the diary in my hands, my heart heavy but still beating in its cage. Then I turned to page 47. Her handwriting was younger there, clumsy loops, uneven lines. Mom said if I tell him, he'll hate me. But I want to tell him anyway. I wish he was my real dad, even if he's not. The sentence carved through me. Not. It didn't stop there. She wrote about overhearing arguments, about tests and mistakes, and how Mom said love wasn't about blood. I read the lines again and again until the ink blurred into the paper. 15 years. 15 years raising a daughter who wasn't mine, loving her beyond truth, beyond reason. My ex-wife's laughter at the wedding replayed in my head, sharp, knowing, cruel. And my daughter's voice, trembling but proud, my real dad. I set the diary down and poured a drink I couldn't taste. She had known. Maybe not all of it, but enough to hurt me with precision. And yet she'd left me the diary, that note, that page. Why? Guilt? Love? Or one last confession from a daughter torn between two lies? The next morning I went through my old files, medical papers, birth certificates, anything that could fill the blank her diary had opened. I found the hospital forms. The dates didn't align, a doctor's signature missing, and beneath the clipped copies, a faded ultrasound labeled "Baby, Pending Father." My hands didn't shake. They just stopped. I called a friend from the lab, someone who owed me a favor. He understood without questions. Within days, I had the kit, the instructions, the sterile precision I needed to end 15 years of uncertainty. I took her hairbrush from the hallway, my own toothbrush from the sink, sealed both samples, waited. Each night I replayed her wedding like a confession on loop, her eyes avoiding mine, her lips trembling before she spoke, and the faintest flicker of regret before she looked away. She knew. The results arrived the next Friday, a small white envelope. No fanfare, no ceremony, just numbers and percentages that rearranged my past. 99.8% exclusion. Not the father. Not even close. I sat there, silent. No tears, no anger. Just the calm weight of clarity pressing against my ribs. Then I did what I'd done all her life. Showed up. She was at their house, still in her post-wedding glow. The family gathered for photos and laughter. My ex-wife froze when she saw me at the door. "Why are you here?" she whispered. I handed her the envelope. "You already know." Her husband, her new husband, took the papers. His eyes scanned the page. His smile died mid-breath. My daughter appeared behind them, confused, still holding a glass of champagne. I looked at her, not with hatred, but with the kind of understanding that burns colder than fire. "You were right," I said quietly. "He is your real dad." Her face paled, her mouth opening to speak, but I turned before the words could form. A week later, I mailed one last envelope, addressed to my daughter. Inside, her childhood diary, every page marked, every truth preserved. And one note: "You were never my blood, but you were my heart, until you gave it away." No threats, no revenge, just truth, bound in paper and silence. 2 days later, her stepfather's company, one I'd quietly invested in years ago, received a withdrawal notice. My shares, my capital, gone overnight. It wasn't about money. It was about removal, about absence, about erasing myself from the world they built on lies. I moved 3 towns away. New apartment, new number. Sometimes I still wake up expecting to hear her laughter in the kitchen, the sound of her sneakers by the door. But it fades, like an echo in an empty room. I've stopped asking why. Some truths don't need understanding. They only need distance. Last night I reread her note. The ink has started to fade. "Dad, read page 47 before you judge me." I did. And now I don't judge her. I simply know her. That's enough. The past belongs to blood. But love dies by choice.